Hi, you guys. How are you today?
Hi.
Good.
How are you?
Good, thank you. So, Peyton, Maddie isn't taking her fate lying down, and she pushes the spirit boundaries that others are following when she gets there. How would you describe Maddie and her fighting spirit, unintended, and and her spirit not to let death define her?
Yeah, Maddie is a fighter, and she also knows that her life could possibly be on the line or still an option. So she just has a lot of fight in her, and she's been through a lot in her living life, and she's dealt with a lot of things that kids should not have to deal with at too young of an age. And so I think she's wise beyond her years, and she's very tough.
And Nick, who is Charlie, and why do you think he takes Maddie under his wing?
Yeah, Charlie is a sweet kid from the 90s who appoints himself as the tour guide for Maddie in this afterlife situation. I think he takes her under the wing because he is sort of a golden retriever. He likes to be everyone's best friend and cheerleader and support group. And so he sees this new person who maybe needs help or some guidance. And I think he also looks up to Mr. Martin, who also offers that. And he's like, oh, well, I can do what he did to Maddie, and we can be best friends, and I can show her the ropes. And I think, yeah, it almost like selfishly, he wants to be a friend and help her out.
No, no.
And Sarah, what do you think Maddie's attitude says about the generational differences between her and the other spirits there?
Mhm.
I think Rhonda would say that this younger generation's kind of like me, and like making it about me, very TikTok and kind of I didn't, Rhonda's from the 60s. She didn't have social media. She's reading these like poets and this and that. And I don't know, I think Maddie walks in and is like, let's figure out my murder. And where I'm like, babe, welcome. I don't care. Like
Yeah,
it's not all about you. I've been here 60 years. It's about like it.
right.
So I think there's that kind of energy to it of I can't believe this young girl's here making it all about her. And then we do sort of you see the character, the season move on, and we do get invested in this story.
Yeah,
I do, and you do, and Wally does, and
yeah,
it sort of becomes about us too. So then
yeah,
I care,
yeah,
and I start to care for her. So
yeah.
Which is ironic.
I know, but I love irony.
Why is that ironic?
Because she said, I only start to care once it becomes about me. And that's what she hates about
Oh,
me, is that I'm making
you're
it me,
right.
me, me.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
And then I'm
interesting.
implied, and I'm like,
We
anyway,
all,
let's care now.
yeah.
yeah, she's like, oh, wait, I can find out what happened to me.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, that is.
There are all kinds of fun pop culture references for each generation in this show, and I'm wondering how much of this you guys had to Google, or how much of it you knew, or what you learned playing these different, or being introduced to these different eras.
Yeah, I had played a character that was based in the same year that Charlie died. So and there I was so I there was a lot of research that I had done. So I kind of so to prepare for this role, I did another role. Um,
Yeah.
but also the 90s weren't isn't too far off. I was born in the 90s, so I knew the things that they were referencing. There was a song that Wally's character um like is involved with later, and I did have to look that one up.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that one
Stepping
was.
out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That's a good song. For Rhonda, they said her character description was she only reads the beatnik poets and Kerouac and Burroughs and Ginsberg. So I went out to this used bookstore and I bought a ton of them. And I really was like, I have a month before I go and shoot this. I'm gonna read all of these books and I'm gonna be Rhonda. And I couldn't get through a single one. They're very hard to read. So I did try to prepare, but I did not.
But she
And
looked
just
good
real,
reading them. I saw
and
her
real
out
quick,
sunlight,
I was like,
looking like
not
she
since
was
we
reading
met.
them.
I was really
She was just
trying.
trying to impress me, I think.
No,
The process.
I was like annotating it. I was like, I'm gonna understand it better, but like it is written. Like I'm not cut out for that.
Yeah, and some of it,
It is
yeah.
hard to read.
Yeah. I just read a Burroughs book.
It's like, did you read Naked Lunch or?
And I read Queer.
Oh right.
Yeah.
well,
Anyway,
thank you guys so much. I can't wait to see
Thank
the
you.
show.
Thank
All right.
Bye.
you.
thank
Bye.
you.